Did you know that I think it's like 75% of Americans, they all live paycheck to paycheck. 75%. And trust me, yo, I come from the mud. I come from the dirt. I know what it's like to have a paycheck that doesn't even make ends meet. Like, you're not even living paycheck to paycheck. Paychecks are barely making you survive at this point. And I know what it's like to not even be able to go out because your credit cards are maxed out and your bank account is on literal zero. So you don't even if you wanted to, you got nowhere to pull from. So I'm really talking to you like my older brother, like you're family at this point. And I'm telling you, being on both ends of the spectrum and being able to see both ends, a lot of the stuff that kept me on the poor side, I was doing it to myself. Today, I'm gonna show you exactly what it is that you do to yourself that keeps you to the point that you never have enough money. Number one, you live with mommy. See, people love comfort, and most people, I think it's like 70 or 80% of adults still live within like 20-mile radius of their mommy and still live in the same town that they grew up in. What you need to understand is that there is a world of opportunities out there, and moving, exploring, meeting new people, networking can open those opportunities and set you up in the right place for you to take them. See, a lot of people call this luck. I think it's just right time, right place. See, if you position yourself in that place, you too could be lucky where one of those opportunities, one of those people that you network with, the more you expand and work outside your comfort zone, the more opportunities you have to explore. So no, living with your parents till you're 30, it's not actually saving you money. It's making you comfortable. Which takes us on to number two. Your debt is crippling. It's expensive. See, this is how debt works. A bank lends you money, and then it charges you a percentage interest, and that's how they make profit off the money they lent to you. The problem is that debt that you have is probably crazy expensive. Take credit card debt, for example. This is the debt that most Americans have. Well, some cards will charge you up to 30% interest, which is absolutely crazy. It is crippling. So in other words, if you have $1,000 that you owe a credit card, you're paying about $300 just on interest. Versus if you would have been smarter and you found that debt somewhere else, and then say that bank only charged you 3%, that same $1,000 that you borrowed, you're only paying $30. That's the difference between cheap debt and expensive debt. So if you are full of expensive debt, like maxed out credit cards, a lot of your money is just going to pay off that interest. So you need to look at all the debt you have, your student loans, your credit card, your home, your car. Look at all these and see what percentage they're charging you. Then, if any of them are high, you need to restructure that debt into something more affordable. For example, our sponsor Upstart makes this easy for everybody. Upstart is a fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan, all done online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment. And the cool thing is that Upstart knows that you're more than just a credit score, and it's expanding access to affordable credit. And unlike other lenders, Upstart considers your income and your current employment to find a smarter rate for your loan. And with a simple 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate online from loans between $1,000 to $50,000. And the crazy part, you can receive funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan. So if you want to find out how Upstart can help you lower your payments today, go to upstart.com/TMF. That's upstart.com/TMF. Don't forget to use that URL that'll be in the description. That way they'll know that we sent you, and you can start trying to find more affordable debt that won't be as crippling. Which takes us on to number 3. You are financially illiterate. If I told you right now that, yo, I really can't read. Nobody ever taught me to read. Like, it's not a thing in my country, honestly. I guarantee you 95% of you just like went like that. You made a confused, almost like, what the hell face? Like, where are you living? Literacy is such a common trait that we take it for the norm, like as if everybody should just know how to read. However, financial literacy, which is the understanding of money, how it works, how to produce it, how to save it, and how to manage it, seems like this far-fetched idea that only this Wall Street financial dude can ever grasp. See, if you don't even understand how your money is moving, you're never gonna have enough of it. See, you're not the one controlling your money, the money's controlling you. Number 4, you blame others. See, if you think that a president or a politician or a political party is just gonna come in here and save us all, you might as well believe in Santa Claus. See, the idea that somebody else, like the government, can come in and save us all has been tried and failed probably for the past century. What you need to understand is that the only person that can control your outcome, your future, is you. Don't blame, complain, or wait for anybody else, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna stay on the sidelines while your bank account is being drained and somebody else is actually looking out for their future. Which takes us on to number 5. I need you to start tracking your money. See, this is part of that financial literacy. See, if you don't know how your money is moving, you never figure out why you never have enough money. You'll never be able to control it, and like I said, it'll be controlling you, how you live. It'll control your emotions. It's gonna control everything about you because you're not understanding it. Today, it's easier than ever to track. See, there are free apps. You can look them up. There's a bunch of free ones you can search for yourself that you can download. I have them myself, where you can connect all your credit cards, all your bank accounts, all your debit cards, and what ends up happening is it tracks all your expenses. And then at the end of the month, you have this simple data sheet where you can look at and see exactly where all your money is going. A good statistic is, I believe it's like almost 50% of your money income, your monthly income, at least for young males, is spent on food. Think about that. So if you're making $4,000 a month, $2,000 of that, that's food. That's because most of us are eating out, eating fast food, eating all this stuff, instead of preparing our own meals, where you could probably save 50% of that and use that money elsewhere. And finally, number 6, you're making bad decisions on weekends. You're probably shopping like a madman, eating out, partying, buying drinks left and right. And you do all of this to take your mind off of work and all of your money problems. But what ends up really happening is that it ends up driving you into a deeper hole. Then you just end up in this vicious cycle where you hate your work weeks and only work for the weekend to forget about your work weeks where you spent all your money and then need to come back to work to be able to do it all over again. It's a vicious cycle, and it's one of the main reasons why you probably don't have enough money. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, boys, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Upstart. They're going to be linked down below as well. That's it from me today. See you next time.